Are you in the same network, Marcus? I'll check it out. Maybe Palermo Wi-Fi. Maybe Palermo Wi-Fi. Yeah. Hopefully. Okay.
If you can hear me, say 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 nice. That always works. All right. Can we have okay, let's do it one more time. If you can hear me, say all right, this is good. Okay. So thank you, Deepa, for giving me this opportunity to talk to the kids.
Thank you for welcoming Shraddha Mataji. I know since Samrit is 1 year old. I learned a lot from her. She is one of the dedicated service to Krishna. So hope you will all enjoy, her presentation. Thank you. About Diwali. Thank you. Seniors, they will be going to college next year.
Awesome. This is just fantastic. So this is very good. This is very good. By the time it is next year, you will already be in office, already be in college, right? Okay, I hope you come back to Diwali. Good. Are you guys okay? You're just applying this December. You're applying. So I'm going to spend only 20 minutes just for volume बढ़ा but I guess Rakesh थोड़ा volume बढ़ा I'll squeeze and drop certain things there. Yeah, my drop a few things. Yeah, this is good. So one have been celebrating Diwali since you have been kids. Raise your hands. You have been celebrating Diwali. Okay, that's very good news. So then, if we ask the question, what is Diwali? Then typically we get different answers, right? Most of us here in America would say it's a festival of lights. People light their houses, and that's pretty much it, right? So what I'm going to do is, in the next few minutes, I'm going to tie Diwali to the origin, whatever celebrations we do now, how it gets tied to whatever happened millions of years ago. And then I will also adjust a little bit there. So going back to the origin, Diwali, as you know, is celebrated when Lord Ramakrishna, who was banished from Ayodhya, he returned back to Ayodhya, right, after the big war that he had with Rama, that was stolen. So we know you can't hear that clearly. Maybe keep this away from me.
No.
Yeah, keep this away from me. Maybe it's just getting the echo from
Okay,
here.
somewhat closer, maybe somewhat closer.
Keep it away from my. Is it better? Yeah. Is it better? Yeah, I think it was just taking the echo. Keep it somewhere. You need the microphone. You need the microphone. Is better? Yeah. All right. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So like I was saying, that Diwali was celebrated by those who lived in Ayodhya. And so the Ayodhya they celebrated the return of Lord Ramchandra. So in his Vyaka, they had lit the whole Ayodhya Navi with Diwali. So Diwali is also known as Deepavali. So Diwali is also known as Deepavali. So Deepa means deep or the lights, lamps that you light, and Vali means a line. So Deepa a line of lights. So that is what the origin. That's where Diwali. So that is what the origin. That's where Diwali festival started. And what we're going to do is and what we're going to do is having tied Diwali to the original, we're going to just adjust the tie a little bit to bring it to the modern times that where we live. So, the Festival of Lights is of course we know for celebrating the victory of Lord Ramchandra over Ravana, which is also of light, which is over knowledge, over darkness, or good over evil. So we all know and Diwali also symbolizes the new beginnings, joy, also symbolizes joy, and strengthening of the community. See how all of you have come here together to celebrate. So it brings in a sense of let's look at when we do a Diwali celebration at your home. Let's look at college or in your company. What are some of the things that we do? So work with me. When you do a Diwali celebration at your home or in your here's a microphone and this is being broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. So just letting you know. You'll have to press that a little longer for it to come through. So what are some of the things that you do? Give me one thing that you do. Just one. Fireworks. Fireworks. Very good. Anybody else? Yes. Anybody else?
Light candles.
Light candles. Very good. So you have one. Light candles. You light the candles to bring in light. You decorate our house. Very good. You decorate. Firecrackers are trending. Firecrackers are trending this evening.
Yes, sparklers.
Sparklers.
Both of them.
Very nice.
Same thing as both of them.
Same thing as we celebrate the victory of life. We celebrate the victory of life. You all complete, but he spoke. But he spoke. He needs to begin something. You want to add something more? You want to say? All right, so you were there, all covered most of the All right, so you were there, all covered most of the things. One thing that you forgot was cleaning the house that your mom makes you do, right? To your room. So you clean the house, light the lamp, dress up. You always you dressed. We also exchange gifts, crackers. You forgot the eating part. Nobody mentioned eating part, right? We eat a lot. It's a lot of sweets, a lot of gamble. And I'm glad that you guys did not say that. And I hope you don't do that. But a lot of people also do some gambling on Diwali. Very good. Yeah. Midnight. So at midnight, worship Goddess Lakshmi. This is just in general things that we do. So going back to the adjusting. So going back to the adjusting of the tie, right? We said that okay, we celebrate Diwali in a certain way. There are certain activities that we do, and now we're going to apply those activities to you as students who are going to join college next year. How you're going to take the learnings from Diwali and apply that to college. So there are a few lessons that. So one of the things that I mentioned that people. So one of the things that I mentioned that people clean before Diwali, everything goes out, the houses are whitewashed, and later on the decorations and the decorations and the lamps they come material. The first thing to be done is that we need to clean the house. So cleaning of the house is just,
So,
metaphorical.
cleaning of the house is just,
What as we as students,
what as we as students going into a
we
new
have it
phase
on
of
school
life,
students.
right?
And
You
now
have
you're
it on
going to
college
college
students,
students.
and now you're going to go to college. It's going to be
Depending
a
on
very
the college,
different life.
if it's a
Depending
big
on the
college,
college,
you will have a class
if it's a
of
big college, you will have a class of
spreading over
1,500
multiple
people,
rooms,
spreading over multiple
the
rooms, when you're
lecturer
just watching the lecturer over the television or on Facebook or whatever is the Microsoft Team, what
if it's a smaller college, you might
the
get
college uses. If it's a smaller college, you might get a one-to-one attention, but life definitely becomes different. Right? But as you spend your days in your school, many years we spend about 15 to 16 years in school, and so happen there are habits that we have formed, right? Grudges that we hold towards classmates, teachers, etc. And it's time for us to let go, to clean our hearts.
There's one thing to clean your house.
So there's one thing to clean your house, but the bigger effort is to clean your heart. So clean your heart and let go of the past and look forward to welcoming the new opportunities that these colleges are going to
When the past is past, you let the past, whatever happened, the word you just
So when
subject you didn't do
when
right,
the past is
whatever
past, you bury the past.
go to the college,
Go to the
college as a
college as a fresh chapter in your life.
You can always start.
You can always start.
And any anxiety,
Anxieties that you had, I know, first December is going to be very anxious for you. 30th December, 31st December will be the last day to submit the applications.
I hope you submit them.
I hope you submit them much before.
My daughter was very tense on December 31st.
For that, I
So,
know my daughter was
going back to
the original Diwali, that
Lord
Lord
Rama was banished from
Rama was banished from
Now, if you look
Ayodhya.
back into
Now, if you look back into
now in
our
this life,
now in this life and in this millennium, which is many years later,
what is Ayodhya now?
what is Ayodhya now? I mean, Ayodhya is
But
in
if you
India.
look at it,
But if you were to look at
as a
it
simile and
as a simile and to compare with our life, our Ayodhya is actually our heart.
And as Ram was exiled from
as
Ayodhya,
exiled from Ayodhya, the question we need to ask is that have we also ran Ram from our Ayodhya? Is Ram still in your heart? And if Ram is not there, then we need to make sure that before you head to college, just pack Ram with you as well, because you're going to need that. College life is tough.
And one of the things that
Albert Einstein said that when there are problems, and you will have problems in college as well. And when there are problems, the consciousness that is required to solve a particular problem is higher than the consciousness that was utilized in creating that
Keep
problem.
that in mind.
Keep that in mind. When a 2-year-old child goes and spills milk all over the table, the child cannot do anything.
But the mom is much older and a higher consciousness.
Much older and a higher consciousness can come and wipe it off.
So
Bring the table back to the clean situation. So keep in mind that as we
need things
there
that
are
are beyond the material,
things which are beyond the material, which are beyond the physical, which are metaphysical. And you will need Ram. So don't banish Ram from your Ayodhya. Keep that in your heart. So that is a lesson you should learn from Diwali.
Then, as somebody also mentioned,
that it is a festival of light over
when we
darkness.
say it's
So
light
when
and
we say
darkness,
it's light and darkness, what do you think?
what do you mean when you say
What do
light? What does light represent?
what does light represent and what does darkness represent?
Like
Microphones, please.
microphone. People on the internet.
Yeah, if you don't use the microphone, people on the internet cannot hear you.
What do you mean when you say light?
What do you mean? Light is so dark is that very good. Let's give him another applause for that. What else? What else does light and darkness represent?
Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. No.
Come in here. Light and dark. Yeah, light also.
Difference between light and
also.
yeah, light also, darkness also. Sorry, is there an answer coming here? Good, go for it, girls.
Enlightenment over ignorance. Another round.
Enlightenment. Let's give him another round of applause. 500.
So light, sometimes when you're solving a problem.
So like sometimes when you're solving a problem, like a calculus problem, and you will immediately say, oh, Mera light bulb jal gaya. The light was lit, right? So always when there is knowledge, it's equated with light. And when there is ignorance, it's always equated with darkness. So also ignorance and fear.
knowledge and positive thinking are related with that.
Fear are equated with darkness, and knowledge there will be problems that will come. Subjects that will be different. Don't get bogged down with that. Maintain a positive attitude. Keep the glow in your heart. Keep the light of positive thinking glowing in your heart. That is the lamp that you will light in your heart when you are in college.
And there will be challenges. And so instead of being bogged down and being afraid of the challenges, think of these challenges as an opportunity for you to learn.
And there will be challenges and apply.
So that's
And improve and improve that.
for us.
So that's
And then there is unity.
And then there is
unity.
unity and community
Diwali
is
brings
also
people
something as you
together
can see
and
here.
it celebrates diversity.
So Diwali brings people
I was at
together
Diwali
and it
function,
celebrates
this
diversity.
early
I was at Diwali function earlier in the morning. This early in the morning,
people from
earlier
all walks of life.
and there were people from all walks of life. There were Americans sitting in the audience and they were
There is
enjoying the
diversity, but
Diwali.
we find a lot of
There is diversity and we find a lot of
and it's also
diversity
very
in
interesting
college.
for you to know that
And it's also a very interesting thing for you to know that there are
and how they look at
students
the
coming from
problem,
different
how they
countries,
solve a problem,
right? And how they look at the problem,
at
how they solve a
you can
problem.
leverage
And you
the
should be looking at
diversities
how
that they
you
bring,
leverage the diversities that they bring and the different styles of working that they bring and how you can incorporate all that and then come up with something which is more, even more brilliant than what we could have done by ourselves. So take that as an opportunity to build a new friendship with new people, to collaborate with them, and more important, to learn. And learning is not just something that we do from the professors. We learn from everywhere. You can learn from the environment, you can learn from how trees behave, you can learn from how a river behaves, right? How water behaves, how the clouds behave. There's a lot of learnings we can do from nature and we can learn from our classmates as well. Somebody coming from Africa, somebody coming from Japan will have a very different outlook for you.
Then we also
there has been a lot of sweets exchange this evening for sure, and that exchange will continue. And
people celebrate kindness and they celebrate sweets.
so people celebrate kindness and
Then when you are in college, you
on Diwali as well. So then when you are in college, you will have students who are not as good as you in so many aspects of life. So use this lesson from Diwali to offer a helping hand to them. Maybe if you have an opportunity to tutor their peers, you can do that. Or just, if not anything, you can always share a smile. How much does it cost to share a smile? How about smiling now? Very good. I see some very, the smile just lights up your face and it lights up.
Keep that in mind that
Keep that in mind. That is the generosity we are expecting that you in the college. Then
there is the
inner light. So we talked about lighting, we talked about external light, we talked about electric bulbs and earthen lamps we be lighting and things like that. But
Diwali also is a time for us to
self-reflection, to sit down and think
about my life so far,
what I'm doing, what are the areas that I can improve.
Something even more important
And something even more important is the gratitude.
When you go to
And believe me, when you go to college, you're going to miss mom and dad, although you might not accept it, but you will miss them. And this is the time for you to develop them because they have spent more than a decade in bringing you to that stage, right? When Deepak was saying that I knew Samrit from when he was 1 year old, and now when I see him as such a wonderful man here in front of me, I can imagine how much work both the manual they have put into it. And not only work, but finance is also gone into it. And they will continue to go there. So have that gratitude in your mind as well.
Always at the end of the day, before you go to sleep,
keep that in your mind. That's make it a habit. Then go and reflect over everything that happened during the day. Sometimes I encourage students to maintain a journal, and a good journal is a gratitude journal where you will say what you were grateful for. And you
would be definitely grateful. You should be definitely grateful.
you should be definitely grateful for the teachers who are teaching you so that you can succeed in your life, your
And
parents,
actually,
peers.
our Vedic
And
culture
actually,
talks
our
about
Vedic culture talks about that when it comes to
offering the gratitude,
offering the gratitude, there are so many people that you're grateful for, not just your parents.
You're grateful.
You're grateful,
You
you like it or not,
to
to the President of the United States.
You are
grateful for your teachers. You're grateful for the nurse. You're grateful for the milkman, for the person who janitors, everybody who's there. Right? You're grateful to your guru, your spiritual guru, to your material guru. So there's a lot, and to the king. So there's a lot of gratitude that is there, which is built up, and we need to express your gratitude and return that as well.
So these were
the 5 top lessons from Diwali that we can learn.
And so for you,
action steps and reflections for you to think about would be
as you're going
as you're going through the last 2 semesters of your high school, how you can shine your light, start to shine your light in high school itself, and how you will continue to shine your light as you go into the college.
And then also think about
and this is a time to reflect, and this is a time to be prepared. College is just going to descend on you. The fastest year of your life is the last year in high school. It goes by very fast. And before you even know you're packing your bags and you're out of the house.
So think about
like one thing. What is it? There's nobody who doesn't have a positive thing, who doesn't have something positive to contribute to
what is that one
society.
thing that you can offer?
And so list what is that one thing that you can offer. Maybe you're a genius in calculus, you can help others. Maybe you are a fantastic musician, you can help music, teach music to other people, or you can have fun activities, like you can organize concerts in your college. So think about what is one good thing that you can do to spread the positivity and to help someone in your college.
So with that,
I will close here and wishing you that your path as you go into life as responsible adults, right? So your path may be filled with knowledge and friendships. You're going to get some new friendships, with the generosity
and
the brilliance of your inner light. So get into the habit of also going inside and looking inside and finding that light which is there in everybody. And it is that light which will which will pull you and actually will propel you to your journey in life there. So I will stop over here, and I would like to acknowledge some of my teachers, Shraddha-devi Das and Sivas Pandit, who have been giving me knowledge not only on Diwali, but on other aspects of spiritualism as well. I'd like to offer my husband, Rakesh Prabhu, who always supports me in these ventures, and then also Deepa Mataji and Putel for allowing me to speak a little bit about Diwali. So I'll stop here and use a few minutes, if it's okay for Deepa, to have some reflections or questions. If people want to ask any questions, is it okay? Am I coming between everybody? Just wanted to check in the time.
Any questions, parents can wait. Parents can wait.
Parents can ask questions over dinner.
Okay, so there's a question.
There's a question that can I elaborate? Yeah, that's a fantastic question.
Can you please go into detail? Usually it's seen as an understanding, especially the positive. I want you to understand the positive aspect.
Positive aspects of understanding. You hold the mic close so that I can hear you.
Oh yeah. So I felt like gambling on the list. And it was usually seen as a negative thing.
And how we can see that as a positive. Yeah, fantastic question. So there are various levels of gambling that people do. Have you ever gambled?
No.
Okay, when there was an exam
and you learn thinking that all the questions will come from eight. Was that a gamble or not? Right? All of us gamble in our life. There's some big time and some will do less short time gambling. The gambling which is not encouraged at all is when you put your money without knowing any kind of facts, which is also called satta,
you don't know any facts.
You don't know any facts. For example, I have a deck of cards, and I will take out a card, and I will say, okay, you bet. Is it going to be the Queen of Hearts? And you say, I bet $10, and I take it out, and it's the King of Clubs. You lost your $10. So there was no basis for you to come to this conclusion that the card in my hand is going to be a Queen of Hearts, right? That is outright gambling, and it is completely not ethical, especially for the students, and of course for the adults as well, because gambling. And for those of you who are familiar with the Indian culture, how many of you have watched Mahabharata?
Okay, kids have it.
Okay, kids
This
have
summer,
this summer, before you join college, you get that whole series. It's got amazing lessons for everybody in life, and especially about how gambling can spoil a fantastic
and where
home.
you lose
And
everything,
everything,
not only your money, your family members,
your life, you lose everything, right? Now,
why do we tell
not to gamble? Why is it such a big thing that
don't go play the
to
card and
go
put money in the
card and put money in the cards? And the thing is that there is a lot of risk, which
lot of risk is involved.
lot of risk is
If you
involved.
tell you that,
So if we were to tell you that, okay, there is no risk in this particular venture,
and as we go in life,
and as you go in life, you also see that for any project,
any project,
for any project that you take, the first thing that you list are the risks for the project. What are the risks and how I can mitigate those risks. So looking into risk is a very important aspect of life. And when we look at projects where I'm going to put my money, invest my money based on what comes out of a deck of cards, it's a very risky venture, and we should not be doing that.
but if you know that
there is
all
gain
in some
venture, if there is all gain and there is no risk.
If there is
In the
venture in which there is
all
no
risk,
risk, you should gamble your life.
and you should come
You
here.
should do that.
You should do
This
that.
is what the first
And this is what the first teacher that you see on the screen, Shraddha-devi
he came here to
America
at the age of
America at
69
'69 to spread the Vedic
to the
wisdom
Western
here
world.
to the Western
And the
world.
beauty of that,
And the beauty of that
the
is
Western world, a lot of the Western world took to it, and
that the
continues
Western
to
world takes to
And the
it.
sad part
And the
is
sad part is
declining in
declining in India,
right from where it came.
So
you are from India,
it
it
is
is
your duty to make sure that you
preserve
preserve your culture,
preserve
your cultural life.
So going back,
into gambling, Srila Prabhupada gambled his whole life. As he was coming on an ocean liner to America, he suffered 3 heart attacks. But he took the risk of not going to the hospital when he landed here, but he continued with his preaching mission. That was the gamble too. And why did he take that gamble? Because he was dependent on God and only God. He came with
in his pocket,
current value in his pocket, current value of the dollar, 50 cents in his pocket to America, and some books.
69.
At age of
69.
69, someone traveling on a ship to
America.
India.
That's amazing. That's the gamble.
That's amazing. That's the gamble you take.
Do it. And if it's travel to India. And you can travel.
Yeah, that's the gamble.
Yeah, so that's the gamble that he took.
On
the gamble, it depends on what you are gambling for. He gambled for Krishna, right? So those are the positive and negative aspects of gambling, but a very good question. Any more questions?
Why don't you share? You can share.
Yeah, why don't you share? You can share your reflections also. You can use the microphone so that others can also hear. I'm not. You don't speak on the mic.
I think that was an amazing presentation.
All right, then, questions, if there are reflections, do you have questions that come to you later? Samrit is here, and Deepa and Uday are, I'm connected to them. I'll be happy to answer. Take care. All the best, kiddos. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you, Samrit.